is our community-based hockey, our high school hockey, and honestly, just how we do the state of hockey. And it's super humbling to be a part of. And so you get asked to be at a banquet like this, and you want it to be meaningful. There's coworkers, there's Whitecaps teammates here, there's people I played college with, played high school against. The Minnesota hockey world is small. You want to stand up here and say something meaningful, but how do I put into words what high school hockey means to me, what Minnesota hockey means to me? I can bring up all these people I see in my job, and that hope that holds some weight, that there are people out there that just gravitate to want to hear about what each and every one of you gets to experience. But one of the best stories that I have is actually from when I was working at the Minnesota Wild. It was back in 2020. And I hope this paints a really good picture for what all of you have. So it's 2020, Cloquet, my Lumberjacks, made the state tournament. It's the first time they've made the tournament since my senior year in 2009. So a little bit of a dry spell, but that happens, right? It's not easy to get here, and whether it's your first time or you've been here multiple years, it's hard to get here. It's fun to be here. It's awesome. And even as an alumni, 11 years removed, I was pretty ecstatic. The head coach is a friend of mine. We played in 3 state tournaments together. You guys all know how it feels to play for a community in a program or school. And so Minnesota Wild is already pretty business casual, usually wearing jeans and a Wild quarter zip. Got me through most of my 8 years there. But Tuesday night, I remember thinking, hey, Lumberjacks are in the state tournament. I'm going to wear a sweatshirt to work tomorrow. I don't care what anyone says. I'm wearing a sweatshirt. So I go down to the basement, and I find my bin of old hockey memorabilia, and there's some sweatshirts in there, there's some rink-rat shirts. Pro tip, buy extras, put one in a bin. That way, when you're in your 30s, not all of them will have pit stains like the ones I wore through high school. But so I have this bin, and I find my senior year sweatshirt. It's bright purple, it says Jacks Hockey on the front, Lundquist 13 on the back. I'm like, perfect. This is what I'm wearing to work tomorrow. And for all my parents, all my adults in the room, still fits. So that's the most important part of the story is my high school sweatshirt still fits me. So I come in and I'm wearing it to work, and I'm 10 feet tall. I'm so excited for the girls' state hockey tournament, like I am every year. Little added incentive this year. And I don't even get to my desk, and he goes, I got just roasted. Everyone's like, put the yearbook away, that sweatshirt's tight on you, did you even play? And I'm like, I don't care what you guys say. State tournament is the best time of year. There is a buzz, there is an electricity to St. Paul for the state hockey tournament. And so this is the best part, we're all around the desks. It's not 9 o'clock yet because the workday hasn't officially started. We're all just chit-chatting, and we're swapping stories. And I think that's what's so cool is about half of the office at the time played high school hockey, but not everyone. But now we're talking stories. Who is your biggest rival? Someone down here mentioned playing against their youth best friends, and all these different, stories. My buddy Tyler, he's making up stats that we all know didn't happen, but everyone wants just to have a share in that Minnesota high school hockey talk. People who didn't play, I remember going to a section final when the boys or the girls clinched it. So, people who didn't even play want to be part of this conversation. There's just such a gravitation towards the state hockey tournament, towards Minnesota high school hockey. It's a shared experience that's hard to put into words. And so it's a lot of fun, excitement, right? But the conversation starts to die down. It's probably 9:30 by now. We should be working, but people go back to their desk, and I end up in a conversation with 2 gentlemen. One's in his late 20s, early 30s. They're both from out of state. One's from Nebraska, one's from Iowa. And they're both very successful hockey players from their respective states. They grew up playing youth, they played high school, they played the junior route into some college hockey. They are very successful hockey people. They both still work for the Wild today. They're super ingrained in Minnesota hockey. And so it was a very fun, buzz, we're talking stories. And then it kind of almost sombers a little bit, becomes very serious. And one of them looks me in the eye. I get choked up thinking about it. And he says, you have no idea how lucky you are that you got to play hockey in the state of Minnesota. And I'm like, yeah, no, I hear you, I feel it. I know it, like I said earlier, I know it, but I feel it. And the other one says, no, Sadie, we hated Minnesota kids because we wanted what you had. God, okay, thanks for buzz-killing the day, but yeah, I hear you guys, I know you feel it. And so I go back to my desk, and to this day, I will never forget 2 20-something, 30-something-year-old men who had very successful hockey careers still hold on to some envy and some jealousy to what all of you have. They're not jealous of the boys' state hockey tournament. They're not jealous of boys' state hockey. They're not even jealous of the girls' state hockey tournament. They're jealous that you have the opportunity be a high school hockey player in this state. And they have held on to that for 10 to 15 years beyond their playing days. There's something that will always envy what each and every one of you have. And maybe it's not that monumental story, maybe it was one of those things that you had to be there to see how much they meant it, but I will truly never forget two middle-aged men sharing their jealousy and their envy for what each and every one of you have. So I hope that sticks with you tomorrow. I hope it sticks with you next week if it was somewhat decent, but just know that people out of this state, people who haven't experienced the experience that you have playing high school hockey, they long for it, they want it. So make sure if you're a senior, you're going on to play, or you're going on to play another sport, take that with you. Know and be proud that you got to play high school hockey in the state of Minnesota. If you're a junior and below, next fall when you're putting on the skates, when captain's practice is ramping up, don't take it for granted. Know that there are hundreds, if not hundreds of thousands of hockey players out there who wish they had what you had. Not the state tournament, not all the glory, just the opportunity to play hockey in the state of Minnesota. So thank you so much for having me. Wish you all the best of luck, and I hope to see you all again next fall.